No other real estate company in Toronto provides their agents with as much training as we do.
We have optimum and outstanding training. It is ongoing. Our brokers and our managers are very approachable. Richard and Alex will be there to tell you personal analogies and stories that will inspire you and motivate you to reach goals that you yourself might think are beyond your reach.
The education is second to none. We're constantly exposed to not only the basic stuff that we need to know, but just other areas where there'll be an avenue for growth.
I didn't have any business mind, and they've trained me right now as a businesswoman, and I'm so happy with it. I'm successful and I'm happy.
Their training programs are terrific for the agents that I have working with me. And also their computer systems are the best that I think are out there.
Some of the things that Realtron did at the beginning to help me get started were the Succeed program, which provided me with almost a step-by-step path in which to get my business going. I went to about 6 of the 8 first sessions, and it helped me build confidence. And when you come into real estate, it's always a little bit frightening. So to have a firm like Realtron tell you, yes, you can do it, other people have done it, and you will do it, was quite a good thing to start off a career with. It doesn't take the fear away, but it makes it manageable.
All top athletes have coaches. Who's coaching you to your level? At Realtron, we make sure that you have a coach, you have a trainer, you have a support system that makes sure that you achieve the levels of success you want to achieve.
When I finally came around to making this decision more actual, it hit me how much market share RE/MAX and particularly Realtron really has. As I would drive home every day, I'd notice, wow, another sign here, another sign there, and it just seemed like they probably had 80% of the activity. And I know in my area I had large market share. I thought, how much more practical will it be for me to join a winning team like this, taking my market share with their greater market share? Why be against the competition? Instead, I would say by joining them, there is no competition.
One of the things that made me join RE/MAX Realtron is because of the immense branding that they have throughout the city.
When they hear the word RE/MAX, it was like sort of a badge of honor, like an acceptance, like, yeah, with RE/MAX, come on in, talk to me, let me show you my home. Even though they had never met me before, and I found that incredible that they immediately gave me that kind of trust.
I was at the restaurant one day and I had the logo RE/MAX logo on my jacket, and said, "Oh, you work with RE/MAX?" I said, "Yes, I do." And then she invited me over next day, and I had a listing, like about $500,000 listing, and no negotiation in commission-wise or whatsoever. And she was very happy. I sold the house like in a few days, and I got referrals after referrals, like I would say 10 referrals so far.
We are open much longer hours than most other companies because we want to make sure that your listings and your clients' listings are taken care of, and that we can get you as many showings as possible on your listings.
When you get a check, most offices seem to pay out once a week. And if you came the day after the deadline, you were not only waiting another week till the deadline, but perhaps the week after. I see with Realtron, it's amazing. The deal closes, and that day it seems to be paid out. Within 24 hours, you seem to have a check.
We have an amazing accounting staff that looks after all aspects of the closing. And in fact, we always pay on the day after we receive funds from a closing.
One of the things that I really like about our office is that we have extended office hours. Most offices are open only till 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Our office is open later in the evening. We've got a call center that handles the appointments and also takes messages in the evenings and the weekends. Alex and Richard have always developed a wonderful support staff, be it administrators in the office, deal secretaries. Because once I sell a house, I want to sort of forget about it, and I don't want any problems. And the accounting staff, the deal secretaries, make it happen. The next thing I find out is that there's a check ready for me, and that's the best news.
Accounting service is excellent because whenever I need them, I just calling them, and 5 minutes later they're calling me back and give me every question or every answer that I need. I had some situation happen, and I called the office. Of course, just the secretary is there, so they had to find the manager. He just called me. I don't know, he was in the middle of the party or whatever. He called me and he answered my question and gave me the procedure that I have to go for. Whenever I need them, Realtron is there.
And basically I enjoy that environment. I enjoy working with top performers in the industry and having those role models to look up to and learn from.
It's a sharing environment. I think that's the backbone of RE/MAX in itself. Richard and Alex are constantly seeking out new avenues for their agents to do better. They're not afraid of technology where I am, and they've brought me forward. So I can't do anything but recommend these people to each and every one who is looking to better their career.
Working with other top producers really inspired me to become better.
The environment with RE/MAX Realtron is very interesting because I really enjoy the camaraderie and the competition to help me succeed and get to a higher level.
I think the most important thing is the environment. In our office, I never experienced in talking to any of the agents in our office are negative. They're always positive.
Ever since I moved to RE/MAX Realtron, I found myself more productive, more confident, and like a more business-like person, because they taught me how to run business. Very organized, very supportive, and wonderful people overall.
I've been with the company for 18 years, and I'm quite comfortable staying for a longer period until I retire. And I have stayed with the company because it's got a lot of challenge for me, because there's quite a few producers, and I'm always challenged with people that do produce high production.
The market is increasing yearly. Is your career increasing? Is your commission increasing? As we go through the years, more and more real estate agents are joining the Toronto Real Estate Board. Your competition is increasing. What are you going to do different next year?
I started with 50% increase the first year and close to double this last year.
The first year I joined RE/MAX, it's incredible. My income more than doubled.
I challenge you to be the best you can be. You owe it to your family. You owe it to yourself.
What it comes down to is pure success, hard work, and making time for your family. My daughter Valerie will be the third generation of realtors in my family. My mother sold real estate in the GTA for over 30 years. I took over her wings and flew on my own, and now Valerie will succeed.
This gives me the freedom to take off anytime I want. My business can be looked after by somebody else. So I have the freedom and flexibility to be really independent.
Richard and I invest in our agents, and that investment results in more business for our agents, allowing us to invest more in technology, support staff, support systems, all in an effort to help our agents become the best they could possibly be. Check us out. Speak to our managers. It'll be confidential, and you'll see what really makes us different from the rest.
So Valerie, let me ask you a personal question.
What?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A RE/MAX Realtron agent.